Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure. Here's a step-by-step tutorial on how to install TensorFlow in Python using Visual Studio Code, vscode, in 2024. This guide will include the necessary commands and code examples. Step 1. Install Python. 1. Download Python. If you haven't installed Python yet, download it from the official Python website, https://www.python.org/downloads. To install Python, during installation, ensure you check the box that says Add Python to Path. This will allow you to run Python from the command line. Step 2. Install Visual Studio Code. 1. Download vscode. Go to the Visual Studio Code website, https://code.visualstudio.com, and download the latest version. To install vscode, follow the installation instructions for your operating system. Step 3. Set up a virtual environment. It's a good practice to use a virtual environment to manage your dependencies. 1. Open vscode, launch Visual Studio Code. 2. Open Terminal. You can open the terminal in VS Code by navigating to View Terminal or pressing Ctrl+. 3. Create a virtual environment. Run the following command in the terminal. This creates a new virtual environment named tensorflow_env. 4. Activate the virtual environment. On Windows. On Mac OS/Linux. Step 4. Install TensorFlow. With the virtual environment activated, you can now install TensorFlow. 1. Install TensorFlow. Run the following command in the terminal. This will download and install the latest version of TensorFlow. Step 5. Verify the installation. After the installation is complete, you can verify that TensorFlow is installed correctly. 1. Open a Python file. Create a new Python file, example test_tensorflow.py, in VS Code. 2. Add the following code. 3. Run the Python file. You can run the file by using the terminal. If TensorFlow is installed correctly, you should see the version number printed in the terminal. Step 6. Deactivate the virtual environment, optional. When you are finished working in the virtual environment, you can deactivate it by running. Additional tips. Install Jupyter Notebook. If you want to run TensorFlow in a Jupyter Notebook, you can install Jupyter with the following command. Using Conda. If you prefer using Anaconda, you can create a new environment and install TensorFlow using. Conclusion. You have successfully installed TensorFlow in Python using Visual Studio Code. You can now start building and training machine learning models. If you have any further questions or need additional help, feel free to ask.